Hi and welcome to another video by Scrapbook Centrale. Today we're doing this fun alcohol ink spotlight technique by none other than Tim Holtz. The most important supply we'll need today is the craft mat by Ranger, and we'll also need one surgical glove or some type of latex glove to protect your hand. I found mine at a local hardware store. We'll also be using the heated craft tool, Tim Holtz tiny attacher, a pair of scissors, mini glue dots. We'll also be using alcohol blending solution as well as two different colors of Adirondacks alcohol inks, and I'll be using sandal and denim as well as the silver mixatives. We'll need archival ink in jet black, a manila tag. We'll also need a piece of alcohol ink glossy cardstock by Ranger that measures 2 1/4 by 4 inches, about 16 inches of silk or rayon ribbon in white or vanilla, some type of bling, and I'm going to be using the Dress It Up Flats Tequila Sunrise collection. And last but not least, we'll use this beautiful stamp set from the Tim Holtz collection called Attic Treasures number CMS 123. Our first step is to apply our alcohol inks to the glossy cardstock, and I'm using the ink applicator tool with a piece of felt. I'm just going to put that felt over here, and I will use, my first color is Sandal, so I'm going to apply randomly, and the way you apply your inks is a matter of preference. I prefer to have big globs as opposed to little dots. Some people like the dots, that's okay too. For the mixatives, I'm going with silver today. One thing to remember is there's a ball inside the bottle, and that allows the solution to be blended properly. If you get your bottle and you don't hear a sound when you shake it, keep on shaking it, because it only means that the ball is stuck within the sediments at the bottom. So just keep on shaking until you hear the sound, and then shake it really well. Now I'm just going to dab one drop like so. And now I'm going to start applying my color. Look at the beautiful effect I get already. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted big splashes of colors. And now what I'm going to do is I will add some alcohol blending solution to my felt. But watch what happens to the ink. It runs in different ways, and it kind of gives you that beautiful marbleized effect. So just keep working at it until you're satisfied with the results. Might just try and get a little bit of that silver. I don't want too harsh of the silver to show through. I'm sorry for the glare before. The light on my camera was turned on. I had to shut it off because this is glossy paper and I really want you to see what's going on. So right now what I'm going to do is I want to create a spotlight here in the middle. So I will take my alcohol blending solution again, and I will just drip in the middle like so. And watch what happens in the middle right now. It's repelling all that beautiful color in the middle and creating a lighter area where we want to highlight our stem. So I'll let that work for a little bit, and I may add just a tiny bit just in the middle here. And I'm going to heat set that with the heat tool. And what's interesting to see as well is that the silver sort of outlines that beautiful spotlight in the middle, and I really like this effect. Alright, I think that's dry enough. Look how beautiful. Isn't that fun? I love it. I also wanted to show you how to clean your mat when you're done your inking. It's very, very simple. You do need to know one thing though, because I did that mistake myself. You can use that alcohol blending solution to drip over your ink area, and then you take a rag. I tried it with baby wipes and it doesn't work as well. So I just need a dry rag and I go over, and look how easy it is to clean. Now we're going to do some stamping. So here's my cardstock. And I want to do a very faint background to begin with. So I'll be using this stamp here and my Adirondacks jet black ink. And I don't want to do it in the middle because it doesn't cover the whole surface. So I'm going to start off a bit off of my cardstock like this. And I'm not going to re-ink it. I'm just going to offset it again. And then I might just use the bottom here just to create some type of texture like this. I'll pick it up. There you go. And now I'm going to stamp my main image, which will be highlighted here in the middle where we created our spotlight. Now this image, I really want it stamped properly. So I'm going to saturate it with my ink. And I think I want it just a little bit off the side in that lighter area here. And I'm going to stamp it right here, press really well. Gorgeous. So I'm not done with my image quite yet. I just want to add another dimension. So I'm going to be using this little postage stamp, and I'll do one right about here. And I tend to work in threes, so I'm going to put one here, and let's see, maybe a full one here, like so. And I think I'm going to add another. I'll be using this ruler, and I don't want it too dark though, so I'm not going to press real hard. I'm just going to go like that, and maybe like this, and another one here, like this. So now you can see my image has quite a bit of dimension. I think I want to glue my image onto my tag first. Oh, I love the manila color. It really highlights our image here. Okay, so now we want to work on our ribbon, and I'm going to put my glove on for this. And I will grab my denim alcohol ink and pour this over my ribbon, like so, and saturate the ribbon. Now, again, you can achieve a more rustic look if you leave some blank spots. I kind of want it uniform, and maybe I'll add just a bit of alcohol blending solution to redistribute the ink, like so. And one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video is that we want to spritz that ribbon with a bit of water to crinkle it. That's what we want. We want the crinkle effect. So I have my water bottle, and this is not going to affect our ink because the ink is alcohol based, and we're gonna crinkle. If you prefer to work with two gloved hands, go ahead. I just happen to be lazy, and one is enough for me. So I'm just going to roll it into a ball, and now I will zap it with my heat tool. And there you have it. Look how pretty that is. Very, very vintage. I'm going to bring back my tag. And I'll be taking a glue dot. Going to secure my bow here on the side right here at the waist, like so. And I'm going to take one of my flats, like this here. Oh, how cute. And put another glue dot. Of course, if you want to use glossy accents, you can do that too. I'm just, again, too lazy. Maybe I'll secure that later with the glossy accent. And voila, our beautiful dress form tag with a spotlight in the middle. How cute and easy is that? And of course, you could always add the rest of your ribbon through that hole. And there you go. Now here's another way to secure the ribbon bow on the dress form without having to tie a real bow with our fingers. I'm just going to wrap my ribbon once like that around 2 fingers, and I'm going to sort of cinch it in the middle and fold it in half like this. So we have our 2 bow loops and our 2 tails here. And I'm just going to secure this onto my dress form with a tiny attacher by Tim Holtz. And it's just a matter of placing your bow and attaching it like this with the attacher, or I would make sure that it's very secure and do it twice, and that way it even reduces the bulkiness of having a knot with a glue dot underneath. And then I would just attach my flower bling right on here with a glue dot like so. So that's just another way to do it. And this completes our project for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. I really like how this tag turned out. I think it's just perfect to attach to a girly girl gift. And it doesn't have to be feminine. I mean, look at this beautiful tag that Natalie made using more of a masculine color scheme with airplanes. I think it's just beautiful. I hope you're gonna try this technique. If you have any questions, as usual, leave them in the comments below. And I will see you next week. Au revoir.